Welcome, mystery enthusiasts, to another thrilling edition of Whodunit Wednesdays. We're about to delve into a tale that has captivated and confounded the world for over half a century. Today, we're setting our sights on a man who vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of questions and a legacy of intrigue. This is the story of the enigmatic D.B. Cooper. In the heart of a chilly November in 1971, on a seemingly ordinary day, a man known only by the alias D.B. Cooper boarded a Northwest Orient Airlines flight. Little did the crew and passengers know their journey would soon take an unexpected and chilling turn, forever etching this day into the annals of aviation history. Cooper, a seemingly nondescript passenger, would soon reveal his true intentions. He wasn't just another traveler heading home for Thanksgiving. No, he was a man with a plan that involved hijacking the plane, extorting a ransom of $200,000, and parachuting into the unknown. The audacity of this act, the calm demeanor of the man behind it, and the subsequent disappearance of D.B. Cooper have made this case a fascinating enigma. Over the years, countless theories have been spun, suspects have come and gone, and yet the true identity of D.B. Cooper remains elusive. Despite extensive investigations, despite the tireless efforts of law enforcement, despite the lure of a substantial reward, D.B. Cooper has remained a phantom. His daring escapade has become the stuff of legend, a true-life mystery that continues to captivate us even now, more than 50 years later. So buckle up, dear friends, as we embark on this journey through time, piecing together the puzzle that is D.B. Cooper. Who was this man? What drove him to commit such a daring act? And perhaps, most tantalizing of all, where did he go? The question that has baffled investigators for decades: who was D.B. Cooper? Picture this, a Boeing 727 flying over the Pacific Northwest. It's a chilly November afternoon in 1971. Among the passengers, a man, nondescript and ordinary, catches no one's attention. He's dubbed himself D.B. Cooper, a name that would soon be etched into the annals of aviation history. Cooper carries with him a black attaché case. Inside, a bomb. With a cool, calculated demeanor, he hands a note to a flight attendant. The message is chilling. He has a bomb, and he's not afraid to use it. His demands? $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. He's not just a passenger, he's a hijacker, and he's got a plan. Authorities scramble on the ground, gathering the ransom and parachutes. The plane lands briefly in Seattle. The passengers are released unharmed, and the ransom is handed over. Cooper's plan is in motion. But D.B. Cooper isn't finished. He orders the pilot to set a course for Mexico City. The plane takes off again, but this time, it carries only a skeleton crew and the mysterious hijacker. The stage is set for one of the most audacious acts in criminal history. In the cover of darkness and the roar of the jet engines, Cooper does the unthinkable. He lowers the rear stairs and, clutching the money and a parachute, jumps into the frigid, stormy night. The daring escape leaves the crew stunned, the authorities baffled. After receiving the ransom, he parachutes into the wilderness, leaving behind a cloud of questions. Where did he land? Did he survive the jump? And most importantly, who really is D.B. Cooper? The answers to these questions will spark a manhunt that spans decades and remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in U.S. history. Now, let's explore the suspects and theories surrounding this enigmatic case. Over the years, the FBI considered over 1,000 persons of interest, but none could be definitively linked to Cooper. Some believe Cooper was an experienced skydiver, given the precision of his plan. Others contend he was an amateur, citing his choice to jump in inclement weather and his decision to use a non-steerable parachute. One of the most intriguing theories suggests Cooper was Richard Floyd McCoy, a Vietnam War veteran who committed a similar airline hijacking just months later. McCoy was caught and sentenced but escaped prison, only to be killed in a shootout with law enforcement. Despite the parallels, the FBI ruled McCoy out, arguing he didn't match the physical description of Cooper. Another compelling suspect was D.B. Cooper himself, not the alias, but a man bearing the same name who had a background in mechanical engineering. This D.B. Cooper was quickly ruled out, but his name was mistakenly reported by the media, forever linking him to the case. As for the question of Cooper's survival, it's a contentious topic. Some believe he couldn't have survived the jump given the harsh weather and his lack of appropriate equipment. Others argue that if Cooper had military training, he may have had the skills necessary to survive in the wilderness. The discovery of a portion of the ransom money by the Columbia River in 1980 adds another layer to the mystery. Did Cooper lose the money during his descent? Or did he deliberately leave it behind? Or perhaps, did he meet his end in the river, the money washing ashore years later? The theories are as numerous as they are fascinating, each offering a tantalizing glimpse into what might have happened to the infamous skyjacker. Could he have survived the daring jump, or did he vanish into thin air? The truth remains as elusive as D.B. Cooper himself. The investigation has faced numerous challenges. Let's dive into the labyrinth of difficulties that investigators grappled with in this perplexing case. Firstly, the limited forensic evidence left behind by D.B. Cooper served as a significant roadblock. Despite the meticulous combing of the airplane and the alleged drop zone, nothing substantial was uncovered to unmask this elusive character. The only tangible clues were a black clip-on tie, a mother-of-pearl tie pin, and 8 cigarette butts. Secondly, the eyewitness accounts were riddled with discrepancies. The passengers, unaware of the hijacking until after Cooper's daring jump, could provide little to no information. The flight crew's descriptions of Cooper varied, adding layers of confusion to an already complex puzzle. Lastly, the lack of conclusive leads has left investigators chasing shadows. Despite thousands of leads over the past 50 years, none have brought us any closer to solving the enigma of D.B. Cooper. It's as if D.B. Cooper planned his escape with the precision of a mastermind. Some believe Cooper left clues, intentionally or not. This statement has driven countless theories and investigations. Among the most intriguing pieces of evidence is a rotting package found along the Columbia River. Inside this package, a portion of the ransom money that Cooper had extorted. This discovery sparked a frenzy. Some saw it as a deliberate breadcrumb left by Cooper, a tantalizing hint of his fate and whereabouts. Others believed it to be an accidental discard, a piece of evidence lost during his daring escape. Then there's the tie. Left on the plane, this seemingly mundane object turned out to be a treasure trove of potential clues. With over 1,000 particles of rare earth elements found on it, the tie hinted at a possible connection to an advanced technical industry. So what do these clues tell us? Are they deliberate breadcrumbs, accidental discards, or simply random twists in this mysterious saga? Could this be a breadcrumb trail or just a random twist in this mysterious saga? Decades later, the identity and fate of D.B. Cooper remain one of the greatest unsolved mysteries. The enigma of Cooper is like a puzzle with missing pieces, a riddle with no clear answer. Despite extensive investigations, the truth about this audacious hijacker is as elusive as ever. Was he a daring daredevil who managed to outwit the authorities, living out his days in quiet anonymity? Or was he an unassuming opportunist who met a grim end in the wilderness, his dreams of riches short-lived? Some say he was a seasoned criminal, others believe he was an average Joe who seized an incredible opportunity. The theories are as varied as they are fascinating. Yet the truth, shrouded in the mists of time, remains tantalizingly out of reach. So we continue to ponder, is he alive, enjoying his ill-gotten gains, or did he meet a different fate in the wilderness? What's your theory on the disappearance of D.B. Cooper? Let's take a moment to ponder this together. This enigma has captured imaginations and sparked theories for over 5 decades. Was Cooper a daring daredevil who made off with the loot, or did his audacious plan end in an untimely demise in the wilderness? There are those who believe he might have been a seasoned skydiver, while others speculate he was a desperate man who bit off more than he could chew. Some even suggest he might be living a quiet life somewhere, enjoying his ill-gotten gains. Every theory adds another layer to this captivating mystery. But what do you think? Do you believe he pulled off the perfect crime, or did he meet a different fate? Your perspective could shed a new light on this enduring mystery. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's unravel this mystery together. That wraps up this edition of Whodunit Wednesdays. Once again, we've unraveled a web of clues, suspects, and theories, only to be left with more questions. The case of D.B. Cooper, a mystery that still bewitches the world after more than half a century, reminds us that some stories are destined to remain shrouded in shadows. This enigma has captured the imagination of countless sleuths, both professional and amateur. And while we may not have all the answers, the pursuit of truth is a journey worth undertaking. Each labyrinthine twist, each tantalizing tidbit brings us closer to understanding the intrigue that is the human condition. As we delve into more unsolved mysteries in the coming weeks, remember that every puzzle piece matters, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. So, stay tuned for more Whodunit Wednesdays as we continue our exploration into the unknown. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your mind sharp. Happy sleuthing!